Hey guys, never stop touching it today, and I am reacting right here, right now to the 7th anniversary part 3 character reveal. I don't know who it's gonna be. We kind of have an indication. Namek Saga. Maybe a new Ultra Super Saiyan Goku. Let's see. It could be something even further beyond an Ultra. This looks pretty cool. That looks like the styling for just an Ultra though. Okay, let's see. That doesn't look like... No, Krillin? Wait a minute. So there's gonna be a 1% sparking on Ultra Banners now? Okay.
What you gonna do now?
I mean, doesn't look too bad. Kind of the best you'll get from Krillin from this saga. Okay, onto the main one. Okay, so it's a Super Saiyan Goku.
The doomsday clock winds down. The ultimate battle begins.
That's pretty cool.
Fine, have it your way. I'll
Wait,
just blast
Frieza?
you into oblivion like I did that other Earthling.
What are you talking
And
about?
Super Saiyan Goku. I'm so confused right here. Or is it just the Frieza part of it for the Goku, like the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan when he had Cell in it? Okay, it's a Super Saiyan Goku. There we go. Okay, I'm 100% down for it. That looks incredible. He looks insane. Just from the model of the actual character. It was that an AoE green. I am going to be checking out the kit after this, so I'll most likely just take a look at the Ultra Goku. Wait, what is this? He can save someone from being defeated. Was that what I just saw? Yeah, pretty standard. Oh, that's a pretty cool windscreen. Yeah, cool. I guess we'll go on to the kits at the end.
Thank you very much. We hope that you enjoy the second half of the 7th anniversary. That's all. Bye.
Let's see. I don't know what else they could really do. Maybe Ultra Shadow? What's this?
As the doomsday clock
Oh, are they
winds
just
down,
finishing it off with
ultimate battle
Super Saiyan Goku at the end?
Fine, have it your way. I'll just blast you into oblivion like I did that other Earthling.
This is interesting. They don't normally end it like this.
Are you talking about Krillin? Goku!
Oh, man, that transition is so cool. You know what? If they do finish it off like this, I don't mind. He just looks so cool. Just this on its own is insane. I predicted this completely as well. I said it's gonna be a Super Saiyan Goku. He's not wearing his top. It's basically him when he was fighting on Namek when it was getting destroyed, and it was his final battle with Frieza. Okay, so does he have a comeback and he could save one of his teammates? That's interesting. He has an AoE green as well from what I've seen. Reading his kit will be very interesting, so stay tuned as I'm going to go and look at that after this.
Your days of terrorizing the universe are over.
Okay, I'm down with it. That's really cool. Okay, but it's not over. What is this?
Frieza.
Wait! That's completely different.
The only reason I'm letting you reach full power is because I want to beat you at your best.
It's 2 ultras.
Maximum power!
Holy hell, that's actually insane.
85! 90!
Ultra Super Saiyan Goku and Ultra Full Power Final Form Frieza.
You wanted me in my strongest.
Wow. Wow. That is pretty insane for part 3. I gotta admit. Like, this is one of the most iconic battles of like all time. So you gotta love it. Let's see what he's gonna do. But I gotta say, the models on these characters just look so insane. And these animations. Wow.
Worthless Saiyan! You stood no chance against Lord
That's actually
Frieza.
insane. The first ever dual ultra. Okay then, onto their kits. Okay, now that I've had some time to process it after watching everything, I obviously skipped the kits part. I didn't pay attention to anything because I'm gonna break it down here and now. But I just want to say, they are playing this very smart. They know a lot of people will just summon for the Ultra Super Saiyan Goku, so they made it so that if you summon on the Ultra Final Form Frieza Full Power banner, you could get 3 times the normal amount of Z power you'd get. So on the second step, so he's gonna be very easy to 14 star if you do put him on that set, which is insane. And of course they made it so that he's gonna get Ultra Z power available for him. So yeah, it's basically you want at least a copy of him, and if you summon on his banner, it's gonna probably be very worth it when you do put him. Hopefully the 1% Sparking Quinlan, I believe he's on both banners. I can't quite remember, but yeah, hopefully he's on both banners, and hopefully the banners are good. I hope they've done what they did for the other banners and just gave a better pool of the amount of LFs, good LFs that are on the banner. So yeah, let's start going through these. We'll start off with Ultra Super Saiyan Goku because I just think he's gonna be insane. So I don't read over the text in yellow because it just summarizes the entire kit. So he's a yellow Sun Family Saiyan Super Saiyan Frieza Saga. He obviously will buff them in his Z ability. So yep, Frieza Saga Saiyan, strike and attack and defense 42% if you have a 14 stars or higher, which is an insane amount. And then if they're Saiyan, they get ultimate or awakened damage plus 5%. And of course, you're most likely gonna run him as the leader slot, so your whole team can gain access to stronger ults and awakened damage. So that's pretty good. So ultra ability, when leader, obviously he gets the damage increase, the key recovery plus 30%. When he's not and he's with Saiyans, he gets, okay, so you basically want to run him with Saiyans if he's not on the leader slot. So strike attack, he has blast armor and it reduces your enemy key by 30. Blast reduces enemy key by 30. Special move, massive damage impact on activation, health plus 10%. Wow, that's actually pretty insane for just activating it. Plus 40% to special move damage for 3 timer counts. Cancel enemy buff effects, and on hit, all enemy key recovery minus 50% for 10 timer counts. Art cost plus 15 for 10 timer counts, and it has blast armor when charging forward. Pretty good blue card right there. Now the green card, on activation, key plus 40, damage guard, penetration plus 15% for 10 timer counts. All enemy health restoration minus 50% for 15 counts. On hit, draw special move arts next 2 times. Draw 1 card if hand has 3 or fewer. Gains cover null for 5 counts and is comboable with every single attack he's got. Onto the ultimate, so it does supreme damage, of course. On activation, unique Gorge plus 30%, ultimate damage plus 50%, penetrate, endurance. On hit, reduce Dragon Balls by 2 on your enemies, which is insane. Seal main abilities for 10 timer counts of all your enemies, and of course it has blast armor. So straight away his attacks are looking very powerful, very valuable to get off. So yeah, looking pretty good already. Main ability, destroy one card, then draw the ultimate arts next. So you don't have to worry about not getting it into your hand. You are guaranteed to be able to combo this if you do it in the correct way. Health plus 30%, key plus 50, destroy entire enemy hand, enemy key minus 100, and it requires 25 timer counts. Pretty standard right there. So reducing all their key is pretty insane. Destroying the hand is pretty insane as well. So yeah, a very good main ability. Okay, he starts with 30% unique Gorge, 300% damage, 200% damage guard, key recovery plus 50%, card draw speed plus 1, strike and blast arts cost minus 10, and nullify abnormal conditions for 60 timer counts, and they are all uncancelable, so he'll just have that from the get-go. Okay, on battlefield entry, draw one card if hand has 3 or fewer, key plus 40, nullify special cover changes, protect hand, enemy key minus 30, or enemy draw speed minus 1. So that's just from entering the field. Pretty good. Okay, so depending on how many times the unique Gorge gets consumed, the first and on, you get damage guard plus 30% and destroy 2 enemy cards. Second and on, penetrate, endurance, nullify element disadvantage. So he goes type neutral and he can just nullify endurance with the unique Gorge being consumed 2 times onwards, which is not a lot. Depending on how fast his Gorge does fill up, he's going to be pretty insane, just destroying everything in his path and just reducing them to ash because he's just gonna go crazy. The damage guard plus 30% as well for 10 timer counts, so he'll have 330%, 360% at times maybe as well. So yeah, that's just insane. On arts hit, unique Gorge plus 5%, damage plus 30%, sub count on switch minus 1, and activation resets on switch. So yeah, on just arts hit, getting damage plus 30% is pretty insane. Unique Gorge gets filled if you actually get it off. That's really good. I'm mainly looking at this. The damage plus 30% on arts hit, and it seems like it's stackable. That's gonna just make it so that he's gonna be the hardest hitting unit in the game. When ally is hit by enemy arts, unique Gorge plus 5%. Next activated special move damage plus 20%, and he can go up to 100%. On next activated special move arts hit, feint infliction chance plus 5%, and he can go to 30%. Holy, they are making this guy just seem like he's gonna clear everything in his path. Wow, you can feint and do up to 100%. So basically your next special move damage can do 2 times the amount of damage it normally would. That's insane. Okay, when enemy attack ends, cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. When ally is defeated by attack, activate KO guard. So you can't do it against self-destruct because obviously self-destruct is like one of the strongest in terms of just destroying an enemy because it can't be stopped. On KO guard activation, unique Gorge plus 50%, ally health restoration plus 20% for 30 counts. Also based on activation target, self health plus 70%, and if ally health plus 20% or ally health plus 10%. So from what I'm reading here with the KO guard, it seems like it can happen to himself in like kind of a way. I guess that was the part where I thought he had a comeback. Maybe it's not a comeback, maybe it's disactivation of the KO guard, and he has a way to do it for allies as well to save them from being KO'd. So we'll have to actually test this in game to see if I fully understand what that means. But by the looks of it, he could save himself, or he could save. He has basically endurance for himself and endurance for the entire team, which sounds ridiculous. If that's what that basically means, that's insane. So yeah, onto special cover change against blasts, comparable with special move. Unique Gorge, so it's a time type. When unique Gorge becomes full, health plus 10%, nullifies element disadvantage for 20 counts, ally health plus 15%, ally damage plus 25% for 30 counts. All enemy special move ultimate awaken arts power minus 25% for 20 counts. On strike, blast arts use with full unique Gorge. Draw up to 2 cards if hand has fewer. Key plus 50. Damage plus 50% twice. Draw speed plus 1. Prevent all enemy from switching for 3 timer counts. So it charges gradually while not defeated and consumed entirely if it uses strike or blast. So wow, this guy seems like he's just gonna mount everything in his way. He seems like he will be tanky as hell. He's gonna be able to get so much damage guard up. He's gonna be helping your teammates as well, inflicting some somewhat annoying debuffs on your opponent. Type neutral, endurance, nullification. He has everything you basically want in a unit and more. So yeah, if this is what the Goku is able to do and he's that ridiculous, I wonder if they made Frieza as good. So let's take a look at him. Okay, Ultra Final Form Frieza full power. What have you got for us? So your green unit, Frieza Force, Transforming Warrior, Lineage of Evil, powerful opponent, Frieza Saga is pretty similar to what you would expect. He buffs Frieza Saga and LOE, blast attack and blast defense plus 42%, and then he gives Ultimate and Awakened Arts damage plus 5% to LOE. Pretty similar to the Goku side, but blast based instead. So his Ultra ability is for LOE, so you basically want to run him on there unless you use him on the leader. His strike attack, he has blast armor on it. His blast attack, his active Gorge plus 5%. Interesting active Gorge. Maybe he has 2 Gorges similar to the Fusion Zamasu LF unit. Okay, special move, massive damage. It's a slice attack move. So on activation, special move damage plus 30% for 3 counts. On hit, inflict enemy with extreme bleed or enemy damage received plus 30% for 10 timer counts, or enemy health restoration minus 50% for 10 timer counts. You have blast armor on it as well, so pretty good. The green card on activation gives him 10% health, 50 more key, unique Gorge plus 20%, damage plus 30% for 10 timer counts. On hit, draw 1 card if hand has fewer, or enemy sub counts plus 2, and is comboable with everything he's got with blast armor as well. Ultimate does supreme damage on activation, ultimate damage plus 50% and penetrate endurance. On hit, destroy enemy hand just entirely, steal enemy blast art for 10 counts, or enemy sub counts on switch plus 2 for 15 counts, and blast armor as well. So very good from just those attacks. Main ability, so it draws the ultimate arts next. It doesn't destroy 1 card in your hand, similar to what similar to what the Goku does, but that's still fine. Health plus 20%, key plus 20, unique Gorge plus 100%, so you can just get it filled up whichever one you have active. Dragon Balls plus 1 and enemy Dragon Balls minus 1, so you gain a Dragon Ball and take a Dragon Ball away from your opponent. Pretty nice. Okay, starter ability, so similar to the Goku, damage plus 300%, damage guard plus 200%, key recovery plus 50%, draw speed plus 1, blast art cost minus 5, special move art cost minus 10, active Gorge plus 30%, and he has endurance where he recovers 50% off his health. Very good as well. So yeah, as well, all uncancelable. So onto the unique ability. So when he enters the battlefield, he draws 1 card if hand has 3 or fewer, health plus 15%, key plus 50, nullify damage received, element disadvantage for 5 counts, enemy key minus 30. On strike and blast arts use, key plus 10, damage plus 30% for 5 counts, nullify cover changes for 5 counts for 1 time, and it only then resets on switch. So being able to nullify cover change on getting your first attack off is very good, because if you time it well with like what you've got in your hand, you can make it so that you got longer cover change potentially. So that's pretty good. When hit by enemy arts 1 time, health plus 10%, ally sub counts minus 3, enemy key minus 10, or enemy arts cost plus 15, or enemy sub counts plus 2. So yeah, very annoying if you hit him, especially for the first time. So When on battlefield, an enemy activates special move, ultimate, awakened arts, or rising rush. Nullify attribute downgrade and abnormal conditions for 15 counts. Cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Ally sub count -10 and cancel enemy buff effects. He covered changes against strike arts. Now his unique Gorge, this is what I was kind of confused on. So when unique Gorge becomes full, health plus 10%, it's an attack type. Key plus 50, damage plus 20% for 20 counts, active Gorge plus 30%. So maybe from what I'm seeing down here, he's got an alternate kind of Gorge. So you got unique Gorge, you got active Gorge. So on Death Beam activation with full unique Gorge, draw one card if hand has 3 or fewer. Nullify element disadvantages for 5 counts, penetrate, endurance. Charges slightly each time an art is used, consumed entirely on Death Beam activation with full unique Gorge. So the active Gorge with at least 40% active Gorge on tap, activate Death Beam. So is this similar to the Ultra Beast Gohan? So on hit, deal damage to enemy, pierce, inflict enemy with heavy bleed, and it's comboable with your attacks. So yeah, this is why they made it so that you had this ability here. So you can make it so that after you use it, you're able to combo guaranteed into an attack, and it's type neutral with endurance nullification as well. So charges gradually while not defeated, consumed by 40% when Death Beam activates, and excluding certain moves cancels out with ranged special move and special arts. So depending on how you use this, you could just snipe someone from what I'm expecting, if it's similar to the Beast Gohan. I think as well, if it's a higher percentage consumed, you could use it, or is it just, it doesn't matter, no matter what point you use it at, it will do that much damage either way. Like 100% filled is the same as 40%, because what I'm trying to say is, let's say you use it at 40%, it does damage, but then if you use that 100%, it does the 100% of the damage. But I think it's just to get it so that you can consume it at a certain point. We'll have to obviously test it out and see, but yes, once again, this guy seems very, very good. He seems like he can just clear the game as well. I feel like they're both as good as each other in very different ways, but still insane. So it will be interesting to see who will be the best in the game. I think Super Saiyan Goku slightly has an advantage, but Frieza's Death Beam can be something that just is totally insane. So let me know who you are going to summon for. Hopefully all of our lucks come through and we get both, because it's just insane. The first ever dual Ultra Banner. Well, dual Ultra Banners. There's 2 separate banners, one for Goku, one for Frieza, and I believe the 1% Krillin will be on both. If he's not on both, he's on the Goku banner. But yeah, that will be insane. This banner will have insane value because you could get 3 times the normal Z power on the second set for this guy, and he gives you Z power. But let me know how you feel about it. I am very, very happy about this. This is like insane. You can see what the theme was for this. They did Goku and Vegeta from like the prime versions of them, UI Goku, Evolution Vegeta. You then see them in their roots the first time they ever saw each other, Goku in Saiyan Saga and Vegeta in Saiyan Saga, and then they showed probably the most iconic moment in Dragon Ball history, the Super Saiyan Goku, where he transforms into it for the first time against full power final form Frieza on Destroyed Namek. Insane, actually insane. So other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, and if you want to see more in the future, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.